Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Can I Beat Pokemon Platinum with Only an Eevee by My Dry Bread, or My Dry Bread, whatever. You get the point. Thought it would be interesting to give this a look. So yeah, make sure you go. I'll put the link to the original video in the description. Make sure you go watch it, subscribe, give it a like. And make sure you do that to this video as well. And also follow me on the social media links that you're seeing pop up. And yeah, subscribe as well. So yeah, let's get right into it.
In the rules. In combat,
Alright, let's see the rules.
I'll need other Pokemon
Only
to use
Eevee.
HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon
In battle. Okay.
No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
I mentioned that.
Let's
do that. Do that.
So right off the bat, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Turtwig with Eevee so that we can do the whole run with him. I wanted to replace Turtwig so that our rival would have Monferno, probably the hardest for us to fight. I named him Eevee because that's hilarious. Our nature is serious, so no stat changes. I would have liked more attack, but I'll survive. Our ability is adaptability. It raises our same type attack bonus from 1.5 times to 2 times.
Okay, so that's good.
Jump that could carry us through the entire challenge.
That's gonna help him a lot. Level 6.
Max friendship return could be a run-winning combo. Speaking of return, I decided to learn it right away. This will be our best move, but since we start with friendship, it'll probably take a few battles.
So he already beat the rival. Alright.
But on very specific Pokemon, but it's gonna pay off in the long run. I tried the Rock Gym at level 16, but it wasn't even close. I was kind of lucky to even beat Geodude, to be honest, as we did next to nothing against Onix. All I can do is continue to grind until I can overpower these guys, seeing as we can't get Iron Tail or Dig.
Oh no.
At level 18, I try again, and we got so much closer this time. We can even manage to take out Onix on this.
Okay, so that's improvement.
Still not a victory.
Right.
Okay, at level 20, I think I can do this. Finally, at level 20, we got this run where I got lucky enough where Onix missed Screech, and because of that, we had enough health by the end to win. I had to try this fight quite a few times because Screech was just ruining us. At the Valley Windworks, we managed to take down Commander Mars on the first try, but our Purugly nearly took us down.
Yeah, Purugly's annoying.
Closer than I thought it would be, which makes me worry about how the next Commander fight will go. The Grass Gym after that, on the other hand, was completely one-sided. Turtwig, probably could have taken us down if they just attacked every turn instead of setting up things they didn't need. But they wasted so much time that we got an easy victory. Commander Jupiter was rough, much like Mars. We won, but it was only because Skuntank used poison gas. If she just used
the commanders are tough in this. Yeah, the commanders... Team Galactic. Team Galactic, what can I say?
So, next is the Ghost Gym, and because Return doesn't hit ghosts, we have to rely on Bite, a move that's much, much weaker than using Adaptability Return. Because of that, I decided to just fight every single trainer between here and there to get as strong as I can, so that I don't waste a ton of time. By the time we get to the Ghost Gym, we actually ended up having a really easy first try. Mind you, this is only because Duskull flinched and thus couldn't burn us with Will-O-Wisp, but I'm not going to complain. That fight was one I was pretty worried about. Type advantage will actually do less damage than return. So just leveling up a bit should solve this. At level 44, I try a few more times, but Lucario is actually able to take us out on his own, even with him being 12 levels lower than us. We're in Veilstone though, so what if I came back with a Silk Scarf? Confusingly enough though, when I try a few more times with the Silk Scarf, it doesn't seem to be doing any extra damage. It should be boosting the power of normal moves by 20% in this gen, so I'm not really sure why we aren't getting him to at least red health. Unfortunately, this means I have to level up a bit, though, at least until we're faster than Lucario.
So
I tried this fight again every single level up to see if I would be faster, and of course, on the one run where I was finally faster than Lucario, I got a critical hit. If I would have gotten that critical hit sooner, I would have won this fight before all of the grinding. It's like the game is just...
That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. I think he's about to say it too.
Playing a prank on me. After that is another rival fight, but they only got one hit on us with Mach Punch. Outside of that minor damage, we swept through the whole team with Return. The Water Gym after that, on the other hand, was a quick loss. Floatzel was faster than us, and considering that we're a glass cannon, being outsped is a death sentence.
Yeah.
I have to level up
Ooh,
again.
almost.
A few levels later, and we're still slower than Floatzel, but we ended up being strong enough to tank a few hits and take him down
There we
as
go.
well as the rest of his team.
Quagsire
Honestly, I'm
gone.
just surprised that I was still
Rock Tomb.
slower than Floatzel. His speed must be crazy. Thankfully, after that was the first Cyrus fight, and it was a no damage sweep, so at least
There
we
we
don't
go.
have to grind for that.
There we go.
But next
That's
will be
good.
another
Level
rival
55.
fight, and this one is usually
So he's about
pretty
20
good
levels higher.
difficulty. At the first fight, we nearly got
There we
taken
go.
out fast
Rifle.
when Heracross survived with a sliver of health and almost took us out in one hit.
Oof.
But we still hung on, and Return still pushed through the rest of his team just fine. Next is the Steel Gym, though, so I hope we're all
Return.
looking forward
Adaptability
to running into
return.
that brick wall.
Wow.
Once we get there, we actually do much better than expected. Steelix even almost went down, but it still wasn't even close to a victory. I have an idea that might help us, though.
Oof.
I go grab the TM for Dig.
What's even
Normally,
Dig?
this
Okay.
wouldn't really help in a lot of cases because adaptability return
right.
is still so strong. But this will be double super effective against both Megaton and Bastiodon.
Okay,
And there's no
so it's worth
way
it.
we could brute force Bastiodon with Return alone. It's
Right.
picking between a super powered up Return that he double resists,
Mm-hmm.
or Dig, which he's double weak against.
Right.
We'd actually do more with Dig for once. I try again,
That's good.
this time with Dig and a Shell Bell to heal. Magneton went down easily, and we were able to take down Steelix with Tail Whip and 3 returns, but we had abysmal health by the time he went down. Last was Bastiodon, and Dig dropped his health into red before he ate a berry. I thought I was
no.
doomed,
Oh,
but he missed
wow.
Stone Edge, giving
That's
us the
clutch.
chance we needed to finish him off. That stunning
That's
victory
clutch.
transitions us into the part of the game where we have to travel all over and get into a whole lot of fights with Team Galactic. But they don't really stand a chance against us at this point. The Ice Gym is
Right.
next, though, and that's usually a
Oof,
hard
level
one.
60.
First try at the Ice Gym, and it goes decently, though, but we didn't end up winning.
I love the Ice
A
Gym.
re-
I really do love the Ice Gym. I love the town as a whole. I don't know why. It's just really fun to get to that town, to be in it. Gen 4, what can I say? We need Gen 4 remakes. We need that. I know the rumors have been going around and stuff. We need Gen 4. 25th anniversary 2021 Gen 4, please. Remakes.
Ridiculous damage from a Snowbomba's avalanche. We came close to one-shotting him, though, so maybe if we just use a Silk Scarf instead of a Shell Bell, we could win. Second
Oof,
try, and
okay.
he does one-shot Snowbomba, so we go into the Frostlass fight with much more health. But we still can't win. Thanks to her berry, we can't take her down in 2 bites, so we just
Oof.
easily go down to
Right.
Blizzard. Maybe I should just level up a few times and stick with the Shell Bell? I level up a few times and try again.
It's probably not
This
gonna
time we
work.
outsped Sneasel
Will
and
it?
didn't take any opening damage, but we still got messed up by Snowbomba's avalanche. I thought
Of
that I might
course.
be able to one-shot it without the Silk Scarf, but no dice. For Frostlass, we were actually able to hang on and finish her off this time,
Really?
thanks to just being a little bit healthier. And last was Pillisline, who we were able to one-shot.
One shot return. Nice.
Last
Okay.
before the Distortion World is the second Cyrus
Nice.
fight. It was an
Nice.
easy battle, but we all know that the next Cyrus fight is going to be much harder, and we still took a massive damage from Crobat's Poison Fang. I'm gonna need to do a serious grind to prepare for that fight. So it's back to the usual grinding spot.
Okay.
As I'm sure you can see from the footage, this isn't as smooth of a point to level in as usual. The experience is pretty good, but the travel time isn't great, and some of
Okay.
the Pokemon are pretty slow for us to take down.
Evolving.
I don't even bother with the Gravelers half the time because they
Very
have
nice.
Earthquake, and I don't want to get knocked out while I'm underground using
Right,
Dig.
but obviously
I
it's not
don't
a
have much
evolving
of a
game.
choice though. It's just far too punishing to lose to Cyrus at the end of the Distortion World and be forced to grind and go all the way back through it again. It's
Right,
best
okay,
that I bite
okay.
the bullet and grind her.
Yeah.
Finally, I get to Cyrus after many level ups, and we have an awful problem. If we
What?
use the Shell Bell, then we keep leaving Pokemon alive with red health and taking extra hits, too many to survive. But if we use the Silk Scarf, we can one-shot more of them, but we'll always run out of health on Crobat that's faster than us. That means we have to faint, go to a Poke Center, grind, and climb all the way
Oh,
back
no.
next time we want to try this. This part is always a pain. At level 79, I try again with a Shell Bell, but even with a lucky crit taking Gyarados down
no.
before he could hit us, we still don't have enough health by the time we got to Crobat. I try it with
That's
the Silk
brutal.
Scarf next, and it was looking the whole way through like it was going to have the exact same ending, but we ended up hanging on from Crobat's
Ooh,
attack with only
nice.
6 health, then one-shot him with Return.
Really?
Finally, we can
There
make
you
some
go.
progress. Last for the gyms
There you
is the
go.
Electric Gym, and believe it
Right.
or not, we actually beat it first
Electric
try
Gym's fun
despite
too,
being
actually.
paralyzed and attacking second.
Nice.
This is one of those
Electivire.
50-50 fights where anyone could have
Luxray.
won, but it was only going to take a few tries anyway.
There
And
you go.
last for the pre-Elite
Level
Four
84.
fights, we have the final rival fight, but we totally swept him with Return on our first try.
Of course.
And that's with us being paralyzed by Snorlax. We became a bit of a beast in the last few hours of this run. I'm feeling kind of good about our chances. Let's take one last look at our stats here.
There you
I
go.
don't like how low our defense is, but our attack and speed are pretty solid. And when you mix that with the Silk Scarf held item, adaptability
Return.
ability, and our maxed out Friendship Return, that's pretty unstoppable. Someone in the comments is going to have to do the math on that one and share it with us, because I really want to know how much power would be on that. Make your final guesses on if we can win or not. Let's do this.
Of course.
First is
he's gonna
Bug
win.
Trainer Aaron. Return was strong enough to just about take out his whole team in one hit, so we hardly got hurt. Second is Ground Trainer Bertha, and this is where we hit a wall again.
Oof.
Even with our insanely powered up Return, we just can't deal enough damage to our team to blast through our usual way.
Okay.
Our defense is so low that anyone we can't one-shot will take a pretty big chunk out of our health. If we're taking this much damage from Bertha, I have no idea how we survived Cynthia's Garchomp. I should probably just level up more. Even after coming back all the way at level 90 though, we still get destroyed on every single attempt. I wish there was a move we could use to deal with this, but because of all of our bonuses, it doesn't really matter that Return is resisted. It's still our strongest move. Even if Dig were stronger, they can cut us off with Earthquake while underground.
That has to be annoying.
I'm starting to think that I'm gonna have to be max level. Eventually, we finally get our first successful attempt at taking down Hippowdon before we could use Yawn, and it might have been only because of a crit. Just for the last Pokemon to be Rhyperior, who completely crushes us with Earthquake. Okay, max level it is. Finally, at level 100, I try the fight over and over, but we just can't take enough hits.
Can he not do it?
Every single time I end up getting to Rhyperior, I can't quite finish it off. It's hardly a sliver away on some attempts, and this is with the Silk Scarf. I have an idea, though. We only need him to waste one turn. I should come back with the TM Swagger. After just about a dozen more tries, we finally get this run where we get to Rhyperior
There
at half
you go.
hit Swagger, she hurts herself, and I go for Dig. She snaps out of confusion, but we were underground for Mega Horn, so she missed. We almost finished her with Dig, but then she missed with a Mega Horn while we were up. Something that would have easily taken us down. And thanks to that, we were able to finish it all with Return.
There you go.
Third is Fire Trainer Flint. Thankfully, this was just a no-damage sweep.
Nice.
I needed a break after that Bertha battle. Fourth is Psychic Trainer Lucian, who was also a sweep, although we took just a little damage towards the end.
Alright.
Finally,
Cynthia.
Pokemon Champion Cynthia. Spiritomb is first, and normally this is the weak link in her team, but in many of my attempts, we lost most of our health.
Oh no.
Thankfully, this time she flinched on the first bite, so she only hit us once.
That's
Second
good.
is Lucario, who almost went down in one hit, then nearly one-shot us with
Lucario gave him troubles in the fighting gym.
And we're faster, so we got in our 2 hits in a row to take her down.
There you go.
Third is Togekiss, who was thankfully a one-shot, since another Orsphere would have finished us easily. Fourth is Garchomp, who thankfully we outsped and nearly one-shot, but she missed her Dragon Rush that would have ended us, so we took her down. Melodic is mostly a special defense tank, so we took her out and returned just fine. And last was Roserade, who was also a one-shot return, winning us the run.
He won.
Well, that was brutal. I came into this run thinking that it would be one of the easier Eevee challenges, just for it to be that hard.
Level 100.
I can't believe that I didn't have to use Double Team for that at the end. I really hope you guys like that run. For next Saturday's challenge, and I can't believe I'm actually doing this one, my friend Truth and I are going to be doing Elder Scrolls Oblivion with 2 people controlling 1 character.
That's something else.
I'm going to be controlling the mouse.
Thought he was doing another Pokemon challenge.
And it's a first-person game.
Oh.
This is going to be completely ridiculous, and I have no idea
that's not going to work out well for him.
It's going to be. As always, I'm looking at your suggestions in the comments, in the challenge request section.
That's the video pretty much. That was awesome. I really enjoyed watching that. He did it. He beat the game with Eevee, so that's good. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. Follow the social medias that you saw earlier, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.